Morning, gang. It's David with Pacific Coast Paintless Dent Removal. Wanted to bring you along this morning on a rare sighting that we might be able to get on film. It's a 2019 X5, and much like the new 5 Series, the aluminum on these doors of the X5s and the 5 Series, it's super strong, and you don't see dents very often. When you do, they're usually small and sharp, or they're sharp and nasty. And what we got here today is a small and sharp one. I work on a lot of BMWs, and I've only worked on a handful of X5 doors. That's saying something, because and 5 Series, they're just so rare these days with the new metal that they're using, the aluminum. So just want to bring you along and show you this one, and it's gonna be a quick repair, but you can see how I go about doing it. I'm not playing any games. I'm gonna be going with the Dent Reaper on this, and we're gonna make quick work of it.
Underneath this dent was sound deadening material. So what my goal was not to put a divot on the underside of this panel in that sound deadening material. If you get in there and you put a divot in the wrong spot, not in the middle, you're just going to make things tougher on yourself. So I went in there and I made sure to not make one push stand out in particular to another, to where it would put a divot anywhere on that. I wanted to bring it all up together. Obviously with a sharp dent like that, you're going to need to set some pushes apart, but not right at first. I didn't want to do that. So we did a pretty good job at that, and there was a scratch on the paint that would need to be touched up. So I couldn't see directly underneath that scratch, but as you'll be able to see here coming up, there was kind of like a 45-degree angle going the other way that I needed to cross-check. And I ended up cross-checking this thing twice before it was all said and done. And it may look great one direction, but you look at it from the other direction and it needs some work. So always recommend cross-checking multiple times, but for sure at least cross-check once in your dents. But yeah, you'll see coming up here, when I move my light board, you'll see where it's running at right there. It looks like it's kind of running at like a 45-degree angle, and that's what we're going to address next.
All right, guys, now I'm cross-checking it. Alright gang, that'll do it for this one. Just wanted to bring you along for this rare sighting. This one will need a buff. It had a bit of a scratch on it, and this will be back on the road like it never happened. So just want to thank you for joining me, and we'll see you on the next one.